Still on using Bootstrap to design your app's user interface. I want to talk about grid layout, navigation bar, and side menu. How to actually design your page to have all these elements, the navigation bar on top, side menu by the side, and the major content of your user interface at the middle. I want to see how to use Bootstrap to do this. Okay, now if I go to the previous code that we wrote, and if you remember, I created a folder called Bootstrap Demo. Inside that folder, I have a index file, style file, and two folders, one for JavaScript, one for CSS, and the two folders they are from Bootstrap. I show you how I extracted them here, and I made use of them. Now, here in my body, I have only a heading called using Bootstrap and a button, which I styled by using Bootstrap class BTN and BTN Success. So if I go to my browser, this is what I have. Now I want to push this to the middle. I want to place a navigation bar on top, and I want to have a kind of menu on the left. So let's see how we can quickly do this using Bootstrap. So if I go here, I'm going to have nav. Nav tag, we call it is a navigation tab, one of the HTML5 features to put navigation bar on your page. Now I want to apply a class called navbar. Then background color to be dark, and okay, let's see that. Let me save this and go to my browser and refresh. Okay, I have something like that. Okay, I have a navigation bar on top, but it appears tiny. Now let me go to my W3 school. I talk about it, and if I go to more here, learn Bootstrap 4, I can go to the left hand side and look for nav bar. Okay, now okay, this is the basic code for nav bar. Okay, this is what I'm looking for, nav bar. Then there's another class called nav bar expand. Expand, SM means small, MD means medium. Okay, nav bar expand, and if I have more example here, the nav bar light. Okay, if I want to apply that, so I have a class called nav bar. Then I have nav bar expand SM, then nav bar dark this time around. If I save it, so what I've done is I have about 5 classes. One, this second one, this third one, this is the fourth one, 4 classes for my navigation bar. Okay, if I refresh, go here, I refresh. Okay, that's what I have done. Inside it, you can decide to put a kind of there is a class called navbar brand. So if I peep into that, let me cheat that somehow. Okay, alright, so this is it. It's a link tag where you can put your logo. So if I put it here, then I will say Bootstrap, maybe a title for your page, Bootstrap Demo. Let's save it. and go back and refresh. Okay, so that's if I click on it, it takes me nowhere because I say href equals to hash. Well, if you are not familiar with all this, please go through my HTML and CSS tutorial where I explain a lot, but the only thing I'm doing is incorporating Bootstrap. I'm trying to use navigation bar tag, nav tag. This is the closing counterpart, and I apply these Bootstrap classes. So if I use light here, nav bar light, and I say background color to be light, then and I save, and I go back to see I have a light navigation bar. The text turns black, but if I change it back to dark, you can use any color you want, and I turn this one to nav bar dark, and I save it. I have black, something up there. Okay, then this anchor tag, because this anchor tag, it has its own class, call it navbar brand. It should turn it to a kind of a brand for your site, a kind of logo, and it may link to another page or it may link to the same page. Hash means stay on the same page. So that is about navigation bar. Let me give you space so that I can distinguish it out. So that is what I have. So that is what I have on navigation. Then I want to put in navigation a side menu on the left, and I want to push using Bootstrap and the button on the right. So how do I do that? I'm going to create a row. I'm going to create a row with 2 columns. So I'm going to use Bootstrap grid layout. So immediately after the navigation bar, I'm going to have division tag. You should be familiar with div tag in my CSS tutorial, but I'm going to apply Bootstrap class called row. Okay, then I'll close it immediately. Then inside the row tag, I'm going to have another div with a class called column, then column MD4. Okay, what does that mean? It means that I'm creating a column that occupies 4 parts of the overall screen. In Bootstrap, the whole screen is divided into 12 grid. So I'm creating a column that occupies 4 grid, and that means I have 8 remaining. That is the standard for Bootstrap. It's like you divide your screen into 12. The maximum is 12. So I'm having this division is taking 4 parts. Then let me close that div tag so that I don't forget div tag. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate it. Ctrl C or Ctrl V. So inside the row, please take note that I think we have to indent it to show that it's a nested tag inside the row tag, inside the div with a class row. So in Bootstrap, we normally create column inside the row. So I have 1 row, but inside the row I have 2 columns. That is the meaning. The content that I want inside this column, okay, let me change this one to 8. You guess that if I have 4 here, then this one will be 8. Though it can be 4 also, it's only that it's going to be shorter, but I want to occupy the whole screen. Okay, then I'm going to create a list tag here, UL. Then I'm going to have the closing UL. Then you remember list tag, how we normally do it. then li. Now what am I doing here? I just want to put some menu, maybe about us, or li. I want to put some menu in this column, occupy 4 grid. Let me just copy and paste. Okay. Then maybe products, services, contacts, help. It's something like that. Let's say we have something like that as our side menu. Alright, so I create an ordered list UL inside this div, this column. So I'm still going to have some content inside here. So what I'm going to do is that I think okay, let's save it, save, and go back and refresh. Okay, so I have it like that. It's not all that good. I've not applied. Okay, this one, this button, let's cut it and put it inside the second column. I hope you understand this. So my using Bootstrap heading 1 and the button, these two, I want it to be on the right hand side. The row that is occupying 8 grid, and my list is on the row occupying 4 inside. I mean, it's on the column occupying 4 grid, while this one is on the column occupying 8 inside the same row. Look at the beginning of the row here and the end here. So I hope you understand that. Okay, let's refresh. Alright, so this is what I have. The using Bootstrap is now at the center, and my list is on the left, but it's not looking good. So I need to apply what we call a class.